gotta cut intro music off because this is going on YouTube, and YouTube do not let you bring audio over there to that platform. They don't go for that. What we're doing today, last night, for everybody that joined the live last night, I was on live testing out my new little cute mic. I thought I was so cute. I even sung a song. I did karaoke. I was doing the absolute most. And then after I got off the live, this guy goes, "Girl, your audio was going in and out." I said, "What? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?" So I decided to come on and test without using this mic. And then I thought, what if I just put it right here and just did this? Okay? Because we want the look. It's the gram. We want the look. We want the vibe. But the audio was nuts. It's insane. So anyway, guys, I wanted to come on. I took that video down. So if you were here last night, I took that video completely down, and I'm going to go through it and see what I can salvage and see what I can save and put it on YouTube. Because what I did last night, guys, thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming in. I went ahead and chatted about the last post on my page. Doja Cat, if you don't stop. Oh, okay. That's actually on my post. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome, guys. I'm Liberty Madison, that tech girl, and you guys are in for a treat today. This is really exciting, and we're talking about the previous post that says him. I was talking to my friend about you. Me. Don't tell people you know me. Am I the only person like that? Oh my God. Am I the only person like that? Don't tell people you know me. I don't know about this. But the point of this is, hey guys, the point of this is talking about podcasting, talking about the 3 podcasts that you need in your life. And I wanted to do a deeper dive on it. So we were on last night for like 30 minutes. We were talking about podcasting, and we're talking about the 3 podcasts that you need in your life. And I want to go over them quickly so you have this information. I'm going to try to salvage the previous video, but just in case, we've got this one ready to go. And we've got this particular one. Let's talk about the 3 podcasts that you need in your life. The 3, okay? The 3 podcasts that you need. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey, what's up? Hey. So the 3 podcasts that you need in your life. And if you joined last night, thank you so much for hanging out with me last night. I'm so sorry the audio was absolutely nuts and did not work, but the mic is super cute. Y'all, this mic is cute. This mic is super cute. So, but we're here without that mic today, okay? We are here. So the 3 podcasts that you need in your life is going to be, 1, your company. We talked about that. Let's just say you are the CEO and founder. We used the example of Microsoft last night because I had just been reading about Bill Gates, and yeah, that's what it is. Microsoft needs its own podcast. That has nothing to do with your life, nothing to do with your journey, nothing at all. Talking about the company itself, okay? Number 2, your professional expertise podcast. A podcast that will highlight and showcase your professional expertise. So you coaching people. So we use the example of a bakery. If you are the founder of a bakery, you're going to leverage your expertise in baking, entrepreneurship, all these restaurateur opportunities and conversations that you can be a part of. We're going to leverage your specific domain industry knowledge and position you as a leader and expert in your industry and see where we can expand it across platforms, across industries, because you're a successful entrepreneur, okay? The third one, number 3, that's number 3. Number 3, we're going to talk about you as an individual. This is the 3rd podcast. So this is where, if it were me, you'd be like, okay, well, Liberty, what about you? This would be, all right, well, if you're going to talk to Liberty as a human being and tune into a Liberty Madison podcast, we're not talking about prop tech. We're not talking about any of that. We're talking about things that Liberty likes. So think of this as an opportunity for people to get to know you as a person. It could be political. It could be anything that you specifically enjoy as an individual and as a person, and you can build community surrounding that. It can be political. It can be hobby. It can be whatever. So for me, it would be productivity and efficiency, are possibly the road to self-actualization and living a liberated life. I love it. I could talk productivity, efficiency, and self-actualization all day. So that is the example that we used last night. What's up, Doc? Thanks so much for stopping by. I was just telling them that after we got off that live last night that I checked the audio and you guys were like, the audio's nuts. So I wanted to come back on today and just go over quickly the 3 podcasts that you need in your life. And number 1, we were talking about your company. So your company podcast has nothing to do with you, nothing to do with how much you love cakes, nothing to do with any of that, unless it's baked into your brand story. And we'll talk about that a bit later. Unless it's baked into your brand identity and your story. Other than that, no, we don't need to know your childhood favorite drinks. It's the brand, it's your company. Okay. So again, we use Bill Gates and Microsoft. It's the Microsoft podcast. That's what they're doing. Okay, so one thing that I want you to take away is, remember, you do not have to have one podcast. For some reason, people think you have to have one podcast. It's the weirdest thing. It's so odd. And I know that stumps people and really holds them up from exploring and expanding their idea on what a podcast can do and mean for them. Because they're like, oh, I got to get it right. I got to nail it here. I got to nail it. No. It's 3, okay? The 3 podcasts that you need in your life, if you're a professional, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are head of communications, if you are head of marketing, 3 podcasts that you need in your life. And number 1, we're talking about the company podcast. That's the company, okay? Number 2 is a podcast that showcases your professional expertise as an industry leader. So if you are a CTO, CPO, CEO, whatever it is, a peak performance person, that's going to be where you shine. If you are a doctor, if you are a lawyer, if you are a therapist, that's going to be where you shine, okay? And the last one is the human individual podcast. That's where they go to get to know you. Get to know you as a person, get to know you so they can know, like, and trust you. Get to know you so you can build up a fan base. A lot of people think, when they think about personal branding, and maybe I should hold the mic, okay? It's not plugged in or anything, but it's cute. So when they think about personal branding, they think, oh, well, it's got to be around my profession. It's got to be, okay, in a way, that's true. But the way that we've outlined these particular 3 pillars with the company, the professional expertise, and also the you as an individual human, separate. Because what if you have political views that don't align with your company? What if you have political views that don't align with your professional expertise? What are you going to do? Huh? No, that's why we have these in various silos, and they do not have to overlap. And one thing that I want to impress upon you is, when you think about this, why do you want a podcast? And I'll answer this question for you. One of the things, hey guys, if you have a question or anything, feel free to drop it. I'm happy to answer your questions. If you have a idea of thinking, well, why do I want a podcast? Let me let you know something. No one, not a single person, no one wants a podcast. It's a lot of freaking work. Nobody wants that. But what you do want, let me tell you what you do want. You do want increased visibility, right? You do want to shorten your sales cycle, right? You do want to make direct introductions to key people who can transform the state of your life and business, right? You do want to skip some lines at some clubs, right? Okay, so let's get over here and be real. Podcasting is hard, and podcasting is difficult. It can be difficult. It can be easy, depending on the kind of podcast that you produce. So one of the things that I will leave you guys with is this. Think about the 3 podcasts that you would create for yourself, create for your business, or create for your brand, and shoot them over to me. DM them, because I want to go live with your podcast idea and coach you live on what you're doing. So I want you to shoot me your DM of your 3 podcast ideas, and I want to hear 1 for your company, 1 for you as a professional, and 1 for your personal life, you as a human. Those are the 3 podcasts. And before I let you go, before I jump off here, because I got to get going, before I jump off here, one of the things that I do want to impress upon you is, why do you want this? Obviously, build brand awareness, but it doesn't stop there. Obviously, it's to shorten the sales cycle. Obviously, it's to make direct relationships with people who are key decision makers in your organization or in your life in general, depending on if you're selling a product and service, who knows, or both. But the main thing that you really want to think about is it gives you the opportunity to create content that will live on beyond you. You'll be able to share your knowledge, share your expertise with generations to come. I think that's valuable. I think you think that's valuable. And I want to be a part of that journey to help you cement yourself into history. Because that's what you're doing. You're bringing your knowledge to the world. I mean, it's to the world 24/7. And that's exactly what I want to help you do. So for me, when you look at podcasting, a number, you know what, before I jump off, I do want to talk about this conversation I just had yesterday. It wasn't yesterday because today's Sunday. It was Friday. And I was catching up with a friend. When I tell you, amazing, just amazing, awesome guy. He manages huge musical artists, various talent. And he was telling me how he recently launched a podcast that just changed his entire life. And you guys know, like, I've been chatting this podcast game for a minute because my background's media, television, and film. And podcasting is a particular genre and particular medium of content. That's really all it is. It's the audio format of content. And we're having this conversation. And one of the things that we were talking about is how he was doing all of these things before, managing these artists. I personally benefited from a number of things that he did with the Super Bowl. Just an amazing, amazing, generous guy. And he said the podcast game is just at the beginning, which we already know that because we're over here. We're here. He said the podcast game is just at the beginning. And it got him to Egypt, London, and giving out Beyonce tickets and at the Beyonce concert. And it's just transformed his life as far as partnerships and as far as offerings and services. He has dropped everything else. He's restructured his entire business to center around podcasting. I don't say that to impress upon you anything other than this. I say it to say, if you don't have a podcast idea, come talk to me. If you know that you want to be in the game of putting out information, being a leader, being seen as a leader in a particular space, this is the time to do it. Podcasting is not going anywhere. And one of the things that I will say is it's just, not only is it just the beginning, there's so many people that start podcasts and don't keep them up. It's a lot of that. That doesn't have to be you. There's various ways to produce your particular show. So I just want to say that and leave you there. So guys, message me, shoot me as I wrap this up. Thank you so much for coming in on the second version of this. Last night was awesome. We chatted for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then to realize that my sound was nuts and crazy. But to just quickly recap, we were talking about the 3 podcasts that you need in your life. A lot of people think you need 1 podcast. That's insane. No, you don't. You need 3. If you are an entrepreneur, professional, or business owner, you need 3 podcasts in your life. And what that looks like 1, a company podcast. So we use the example of Microsoft. If you're Bill Gates or somebody, it's not the Bill Gates show. It is Microsoft. So think of that as your space for your brand. And we'll talk more about that and go more in depth on what that looks like for branded content. One of the things here that I'm seeing, and we're on the previous post on Instagram, the number 2 is your professional expertise. So if you are a CIO, CTO, a lawyer, a doctor, whatever, we want to showcase your specific expertise in a particular domain. So we want to showcase you being the most, doing the most, solving problems, adding solutions, you being the thought leader, and you just really showcasing all that you know. And number 3 is going to be you as an you as an individual. You as an individual, again, we talked about you as an individual could be political commentary. It could be all of the things that you're interested in that does not directly tie to your company. Again, various silos. These do not overlap. They don't have to overlap at all. This is where people can come and get to know you as a person. I personally think this is the winning spot to be in because this is where you build a fan base. This is where you build loyalty. This is where you build a tribe. And this is where you can connect on humanity. I love the third one. The third one is you as a human. So I want to see those in my DMs, guys. I want to see all 3. Thank you so much. I wanted to come on quickly to go over the 3 podcasts that you need in your life. I'm Liberty Madison, and I will see you another time. Have a good day, guys. Bye! Oh, and guys, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. And last time, I closed out with a song, so I think I'm going to do that again. Do you think I should do that again? Okay, let's pick another song. That was really cool, Doc Deuce. Doc Deuce, what's your government name? Because when you're on my channel, I do government names out here. So drop your government and we can shout you out. Because I can't be shouting out handles. Come on now. Okay. So are we gonna close out with a song? What should we do? Should we close out with a song? Doc Deuce had me singing TLC last night. That was funny. That was funny. I'm gonna give a couple of seconds to see if anybody drops a song. We'll go with the song and we'll get some karaoke because we was testing out the mic and we decided to test out the mic with a song. Okay, no song requests. No song requests. Okay, last call for the song request. All right, guys. Also remember to get on the lives, gotta have those governments on this one. All right, on this particular channel. We're CEOs, CIOs, CTOs. We out here, okay? This is for the C-suite. We out here with government names. All right, guys. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you another time.